Life throws so many things at us every single day: people, situations, thoughts. And most of the time, we feel like we have to react, right? But what if the real strength lies in not reacting? Rumi once said, "The art of knowing is knowing what to ignore." And that's exactly what we're exploring here. This isn't about running away, it's about choosing wisely where your energy goes. Sometimes ignoring is not weakness, it's power. We've put together something special on this idea, a reflection, a reminder, and maybe even a little challenge for you. Made with Heart by Rajeev, for freedom for eternity. So stay with us, because what you're about to hear might just change the way you look at everyday life. The energy drain of reactivity. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Think about it. When someone says something we don't like, our instinct is to jump in, defend ourselves, prove our point. And before we know it, we're caught in what I call the reactive cycle. One comment leads to another, arguments flare up, and suddenly our energy is gone. The result? A pounding headache, a sour mood, and anger that was quietly asleep inside us, now wide awake, ready to lash out at anyone nearby. What could have been a peaceful moment turns into a storm of suffering. But here's the twist: this cycle isn't about the other person. It's about us, about how we choose to respond. Every reaction is a transaction of energy, and most of the time, we're paying far more than we realize. So the real question is, do we always need to react? Or is there another way, one that protects our peace instead of draining it? That's what we're exploring today. Because the insights ahead might just change the way you handle everyday life. The power of choosing to ignore. It sounds simple, but it's one of the hardest things to practice. Before reacting, pause for a moment. Someone criticizes you, or shares an unwelcome opinion. Right there, you have a choice. Do you engage, or do you let it pass? If you react, the cycle begins. Energy drains, arguments ensue, stress builds. Suddenly your peace of mind becomes collateral damage in a battle that never really mattered. You walk away with a headache, a heavy mood, and anger that lingers long after the moment has passed. But if you ignore, something remarkable happens. You maintain your calm, you preserve your energy, you continue enjoying your day as if nothing happened. The moment passes, and it doesn't claim your peace. Choosing to ignore doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise enough to know what deserves your attention and what doesn't. It's about protecting your inner space from unnecessary noise. Every time you choose not to react, you're reclaiming your power. Life gives us countless opportunities to get pulled into negativity. But each time, we also get the chance to rise above it. To smile, to move on, to keep our energy intact. So remember, ignoring is not avoidance, it's strength. It's the art of choosing peace over chaos. And once you master it, you'll realize how much lighter, calmer, and freer your days can be. Breaking the thought loop. We've all been there, haven't we? A thought enters the mind. Maybe it's a worry, a criticism, or a memory, and instead of letting it pass, we grab onto it. We start analyzing, arguing, building stories around it. And before we know it, that single thought has multiplied into a cycle, a loop that keeps us stuck. But here's the alternative path. Recognize the thought, but choose not to engage. Just notice it, and let it drift by, like a cloud moving across the sky. Without your attention, it loses its power. It fades naturally, without leaving behind the storm it could have created. This simple practice of ignoring unwanted thoughts is not about denial. It's about wisdom. It's about choosing where your energy goes. Because every time you react, you invest energy. And when you invest in negativity, you drain yourself. But when you choose to ignore, you preserve your mental clarity, your calm, your inner peace. Think of it this way: your mind is like a stage. Thoughts will come and go, but you don't have to invite every one of them to perform. Some deserve the spotlight, others don't. And the power lies in your choice. Breaking the thought loop doesn't happen overnight. It's a practice. But each time you let a thought drift away without engaging, you strengthen your ability to stay free. You reclaim your peace. You choose how to respond, and that choice, though simple, can change the entire course of your day. Every day presents countless opportunities to get involved with things that don't truly matter. A passing comment, a small inconvenience, a thought that lingers longer than it should. And even when something does matter, you still hold the power to decide how you respond, with calmness or with agitation. The first step is to recognize the pattern. Notice when anxiety, agitation, or overthinking begins to surface. That moment of awareness is powerful. It's the signal that tells you, pause. And in that pause, take a breath. Create space between stimulus and response. That space is where your freedom lies. It's where you reclaim control over your energy, instead of handing it away. Ask yourself honestly, does this matter? Does this moment truly deserve your precious energy? More often than not, the answer is no. And even when the answer is yes, you still have a choice in how you engage. Choose wisely. Decide to respond with calm intention, or gracefully let it go. Because every reaction is an investment of your energy, and you deserve to spend it on what uplifts you, not what drains you. Your peace, your responsibility. Let's pause and reflect on that for a moment. Most of the time, when we react with anxiety or agitation, it's not the world that suffers, it's us. We carry the weight, we feel the stress, and we lose the calm that could have been ours. That's why it's so important to be rational before choosing to acknowledge something in your life. Remember this truth. You are responsible for your peace of mind, no one else. Not the people around you, not the circumstances, not the passing thoughts. It's you. And once you accept that responsibility, you unlock the power to protect your inner space. Learn to ignore what doesn't serve you. Move on with grace. Because the art of living well isn't about engaging with everything, it's about knowing what deserves your attention, and what you should simply let pass by untouched. This reflection has been created by Rajeev for Freedom for Eternity. If you found value here, please like, subscribe, and share this video with those who can benefit from it. And though this is where we conclude the video, mind you, this is where your journey truly begins. The journey of mastering the trait of ignoring. Revisit these videos multiple times, because each time you watch, you'll discover something new, something deeper, something that strengthens your practice. Your peace is your responsibility. Guard it, nurture it, and let it guide you toward a calmer, freer life.